Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Radio Works World. My name's Gill Barham, the Miracle Molecule host, and this show is called Lighthearted Conversations. And today, my very special guest is the lovely lady Anita Bradshaw. Hello.
Hello, Gill. Hello, viewers.
How are you today?
I am great. The sun is shining, so I can't ask anything better than that.
I know, it's really warm here. It's about 22, 23 degrees. So I've got my summer frock out. Hooray!
Yay! Oh.
Okay, now Anita, before we get going on my questions, my light-hearted questions, can you just tell us about you, who you are, what you do, what you're passionate about, please?
Okay, I'm Lady Anita Bradshaw. I prefer just Anita Bradshaw because it's a lot easier for a lot of people. And I'm the last child of my mother and my father. God rest her, so she's gone to be with the Lord now. I'm from Nigeria originally, but my husband is English. So here I am. And I have gone through quite a lot. I started my journey at the age of 7. Yes, that's scary, but I left my parents at the age of 7 to live with a relative, and that was where my personal development journey started back in Nigeria. And I lived with my relative for 11 years, so I didn't really have a childhood. So imagine 7 to 18, I was actually serving my sister, looking after my nieces and all that. And that was where I built my resilient mechanism and also the leadership skills to actually look after other people and help them to become more. So fast forwarding, I started my personal development journey in 2008 when I set up my first company. I went to the coaching academy to become a professional personal development coach. So that was quite an eye-opener for me. And I have gone on to publish about 5 lovely books. They're all on Amazon. One became a bestseller. It was an anthology project I did with 20 women across the globe, and it became a bestseller. That was in 2014. And I set up Woman the Powerhouse 2013. And the purpose for that is because looking back from my background and where I've come from and the people I've met on my journey, especially women, I felt that a lot of women don't know how powerful they are. A lot of women are hurting. And also from my experience with my mom and dad, I just thought it'd be nice to create something really good. So I am a personal, people say life coach, but I think there's more to just the word life coach. For me, I see myself as a change agent. So I'm a no-nonsense personal development authority and the Powerhouse Global Movement propagator. So that's who I am, and that's the little journey I have made, and I hope to share more with your viewers and other people as I travel the globe empowering women.
Brilliant. So you're a real game changer, I would call you.
I am, girlfriend. I am. If you don't change your game, you're going to be static. That's the truth. That's just what it is. You need to learn to change your game in order to become more valuable in the marketplace. And that is about living your purpose. But I think we'll talk about that.
Probably. And what's really interesting to me is that I think, as we've moved into this year where we've got all this very masculine energy with, Trump and with Theresa May, who's got all this masculine energy. It's a real dichotomy because you've also got this rise in the powerful woman, the powerful women like you and I, and all the women that I know and work with, who are actually saying, do you know what? There is a better way. We don't really want to work in that way. As a group of collaborative women, this is the difference that we want to make in the world.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It just unfortunately, a lot of women don't know how powerful they are. That's just the truth. And somebody asked me, so who is a powerhouse woman? I said, every woman across the globe, over 3.5 billion women in the world, they are all powerhouses. But it's just that most of them are suffering because of circumstances of life. Just like Jim Rohn said, that it's not the blowing of the wind, that determines the destination, but the setting of the sail, because the wind blows on each one of us. The wind of illness, divorce, name it, all the negative things, loss of homes and all that. actually the setting of the sail that takes you to your destination. So you and I are living our purpose. We are actually making a difference in our field of purpose. But there are other women, lots of them across the globe, who are hurting, who have allowed circumstance to put them in the corner. So our job as women who are already living their purpose is just to, shine the light for them, or give them a hand to pull them up. So we are all powerhouse, individuals, every woman.
And, you really do need to connect with Marina, because that is exactly what Marina does. She helps women particularly, well, or men and women, but mostly women, to be honest, shine their light, and to live their passion, and to, spread their joy, spread their purpose, make the difference in the world. Okay, so listen, we now know about the business, but now we need to know a little bit more about Anita. So I have some questions for you.
Okay.
And they might come off a little bit out of sideways at you. So I just want you to answer from your heart. So Anita, I'm going to put you in a hotel, and you're going to go up to the top floor where your suite is, clearly. And when you get into the lift, one other person gets in that lift with you, but your lift gets stuck between floors 5 and 6. Now, you've got windows out to the world, so you're not going to get claustrophobic, just to tell you that. But I'd like to know, if you've got 2 hours stuck in that lift, who would the person be that you would like to spend 2 hours with? Dead or alive, who would you like to grill for 2 hours?
Okay. If I get it right, is it the person I would like to grill, or the person that I would like to spend the 2 hours with? Can you make
so any person that you would like to have your full attention for 2 hours. So it can be anybody that you've always wanted to spend time with, somebody from history, somebody that you admire, that you would love to spend that 2 hours with, and get have the most fantastic conversation.
That would be Oprah Winfrey. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's a global phenomenal woman. And because I aspire to in life, at some point, I'm working towards it. I really, really want to, hear from her, look her in her eyes, and just feel the energy, the positive energy that she radiates across, whether it's changing lives, especially women, because I want to be more valuable in the marketplace. I want to learn how I can, serve the people better, and also to learn how I can protect myself, because I've learned that if yourself, you won't be able to serve better. So I would love to spend 2 hours with Oprah Winfrey, and just yes.
I get that. Okay, so in this lift, I'm going to provide you with a table that's laid out with a beautiful white tablecloth, and it's got the best china and the best cutlery and the best glassware. And like Harry Potter, I'm going to magic you up a meal for you and Oprah to eat. So what would that meal be that you would choose?
It would definitely be grilled chicken and salad, Caesar salad.
Okay. And
don't forget the red wine with it.
And the red wine, you're allowed to have the red wine. That's absolutely cool. And hopefully Oprah would enjoy that too.
I believe she will.
I believe she will too. Okay, so let's take you back now. Thank you for that. So let's take you back, and I would like to know what the 18-year-old Anita was doing. So at 18, where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? What was your life like at 18?
Okay. Going back before 18, I was still 7, my sister looking after my nieces. So I just finished my West African examination. It's like the GCS that they have here. So I just completed that, and I was thinking, what next for me? Do I run away? Do I get married and escape, or do I work towards university? Because as a very young child, I discovered that I was so gifted with words, and I know so many things that my peers envied, during the period of, between 7 and 18. But I was in kind of a decision valley. I was in decision valley at that time. It was 18. It was tough for me. And I made a very, 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 very looking back now, it was a good decision. I had to leave my sister's house. So it was, yes, I had to leave to find my path at the age of 18.
And I don't know if you know, but I'm a musician, so music is very important to me. Is music important to you, Anita?
Oh, music is life.
Yeah.
It is very important.
And what would the 18-year-old Anita have been listening to?
I didn't even know music, to be honest with you, because I was not allowed a social life, to say. I was more in a restricted environment.
Yes.
Back in Africa. So I just listened to what everyone was listening. But I was writing poems in those days. I was able to, yes, I was, it's kind of my escape route. So not only that, I was able to create my own world in my mind. And I felt that there was more outside of what is happening around me, outside of my environment. So the music, I can't say what I was listening to.
Do you still write poems now? Is that your escape route?
I write personal development books now. So the poems, it comes naturally. To be honest with you, I've just completed 52 powerful weekly affirmation, which I just completed that last week. So it's just the right time, me. And yes.
Okay, now I have no idea how old you are, but
yes, I am proud of myself, girlfriend.
So
I am 38 years old, if you want to know. So yes.
How old are you?
38. I'm 38.
38. Okay, so that's good, because my next question was, what was the 35-year-old Anita doing?
Okay, 35 years old Anita was pregnant with her first child. First child, yes. And I was busy organizing events, empowering women, and also writing books. So that was what I was doing at that time.
So this was a good time.
Very good time. Very good time.
And have you more children now?
Not yet. Fingers crossed. I am hoping that another one will come at some point, but I'm not thinking about it. If I believe it will happen because I desire it, but I'm not letting it cloud my mind, because I believe there are more important things for me to focus on in order to live.
Yeah. Okay, so I have some quick fire questions now.
Okay,
right, so ahead. These are just quick fire ones, and I want you to answer from the heart. Ready? Okay.
Ready.
So, fiction or non-fiction?
It has to be non-fiction.
Radio or TV?
Radio.
What is your worst habit?
Worst habit, I don't have the patience for stupid people.
And what's your best habit?
Best habit is that I listen. I am very sensitive to energy. I have a lot of good habits because I sense people's need. I am gifted with energy sensor. So if I walk through a door, I can actually say something is not right here.
Yes. So intuition.
Yes. Oh, that's a word. Yes.
Yes. And nicknames or pet names?
I will share with you. I will share with you. I've got pet names from my siblings and then from my husband. So the one from my siblings is Little Mummy.
Little Mummy. Oh, well, that figures.
Yes, because I have an old woman's mind, like they say.
Okay. And
wisdom.
Okay. You don't have to share as your pet name from your husband if you don't want to.
I won't tell you, I promise. I'm not sharing that with you.
Okay. And so what do you do now?
Pardon me?
What do you do to relax now?
That's a very good one. I take time to meditate, and I do a lot of reflection exercise. So my mind is my powerhouse. So I always try as much as I can to separate myself from all the hustling and bustling. I separate myself from everything. And I just go into, I connect with my higher self. And that is what keeps me sane.
And do you do that as a led meditation, or do you now do that on your own?
I do that on my own.
Yeah. Okay.
I do that on my own. Yes.
Okay.
And I also support other people to do so if they want to.
Yes. And I think, from my point of view as a health and functional nutrition coach, is that, that mindfulness, that taking time for yourself as a woman particularly, is so critical because of all things that I see. Stress has a major influence on the health of our nation, and particularly the health of women.
I totally agree with you.
Yes. Okay. Now, I told you I was a singer. So if I was to get you up on stage with me, what would your karaoke song be?
It will be Whitney Houston, and it's sorry, it caught me off guard, but it has to be.
I know that was the idea.
Okay. I believe I believe I have decided to depend on myself. I don't know how it's sung, but that is around that. Anyway, you get the idea.
Did you say it was Whitney? Did you say it was Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. Love Whitney Houston. Love Whitney Houston. Okay. All right. So I have another lovely scenario for you. So if I'm going to send you away for a month, and you're going to go wherever you want, everything is organized for you, all the flights, all the hotels, so there's no stress. Who is the person that you would like to take with you that you could spend a month with without a crossword?
Okay, is it a loved one or in terms of my personal development?
Anybody you want. Who is the person you would spend a month with without a crossword?
It will be my son, Joshua.
Oh, lovely. How old is Joshua?
He's 2. Like, he's still going on 7, actually.
Yes, 2. Yes, he would be 2. Yeah. Okay. All right. And we know how you relax. So if you wanted to feel lighthearted, so if you wanted to improve your mood, for example, and be a bit more buoyant, is there a track that you would choose? Not the track that you would sing, but what track or music would you listen to? We're going to add all of these tracks into a playlist that everybody chooses. So what is your favorite song to make your heart light?
It will be I Believe I Can Fly. By R. Kelly.
I believe I can touch the sky every night and day. We're gonna sing and we're gonna fly away. I believe I can. Brilliant. Okay, so we're getting to the end. This is an important question for me because, as you know, I'm the Miracle Molecule host. I'm very interested in your heart, and you know that I've written a book, obviously. So I'd like you to share with us, if you would, how you look after your heart. So not only your physical heart, so we know a little bit about how you look after your emotional heart, your spiritual heart, the heart you give to the world, but I'm also interested in what you do from a physical or whatever point of view to look after your physical heart too.
I intend to do a lot of exercise, a lot of walking, not really going to the gym because I remember signing up for the gym and I never went, so that was wasting money. And, yes, I take some vitamins. I'm privileged to be surrounded by some good health. I don't know the word. I won't call it fanatic, but they are really.
How about advocates?
That's better, advocate. So because I have had a scare myself in the past couple of years because of work, and I allow the stress to get to me. So I have just learned to take a back seat. So fish, I eat the fish, the another one with the So and I try my own little way to put in some healthy stuff inside of me. So if there is any suggestion you would give, that will be welcome.
Well, yes, I'll give you my book, and there's all sorts of suggestions in there. My book is written for women exactly like you, who, you know, we're trying to be all things to all people. We're trying to run a business and be a mother and a partner and a husband and this powerhouse, and very often putting ourselves at last. So my message to women out there is put yourself first, because you're the rudder of the ship. And if your health fails, if you fail, your well-being goes down, then that's just going to affect everything, and you're not going to be able to leave the legacy that you want to leave.
I totally agree with you, Jill. You're absolutely right, because we're women, we, like you said, we leave ourselves to the last, and at some time we don't recover.
No.
And we realize it's too late. That's the truth. So it's important to be surrounded by really, really go-getters, positive go-getters, life changers like yourself, and all the incredible women out there, and men also, who are impacting life, you know, to become aware of, you know, what can go wrong if we don't start taking care of ourselves as women. So yes. I totally agree with you.
And I think there's, you know, not that we want to frighten people, because we don't want, you know, there's so much fear out there anyway, but actually empowering people and inspiring men and women to take the positive action, and making things easy for people so that they can get on with their life, but still knowing that they've got the confidence that in the future they're going to be able to be well, and to you know, spend time with the people that they want to spend time with. It's really important, I think.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, so my last question is, what is coming up for you that you're really excited about? Can you share with us?
I knew you were going to ask me about that. Yeah, thank you so very much, Gill. I'm so excited to share with us about our forthcoming event. Powerhouse Global Women Conference and Awards event is a 3 days, you know, impactful event, but it's going to take on Friday, the 23rd of June, and the awards will take place on the 24th, which is Saturday. But the 23rd is the conference where women like yourself, Patty Farmer is coming from the US. We have women coming from Africa and across Europe to this event in Croydon to empower us, to remind us of what we can do to become more, to have more, to do more. And there will be exhibitors out there. So it's, for me, I believe not just quantity, I believe in quality connection. You know, with the social media and all of that, it's all good, but I think that face-to-face connection means the world, because you can actually literally feel the energy around the person that, you know, you want to either work with, or you want to share with, or you want to point in the right direction. Potential business clients will be in the room. So it's an opportunity for global visibility and connectivity. So, and I'm privileged, you know, to be hosting that.
Yeah, and I think
you're gonna be there.
I am gonna be there. Yeah. And I think you described it very well, that your elevator guest is Oprah Winfrey, because although we see her on the television and on the radio, actually that face-to-face thing is so important, and getting out and networking with people and going and understanding and finding out whether you resonate with those people. And you can't do that really unless you're standing next to them, or unless you're on a nice radio show having a light-hearted conversation.
Oh yes, Jill. I'm so happy to be interviewed by you today. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
So lastly, where can we find out more information about you and about the event?
It's all on Eventbrite. But connect with me on Facebook. There's so many stuff going on there, and promotion of the event. But they can drop me, and well, you have my email. They can drop me an email if they want me to personally invite. I mean, your audience, personally invite them. I will show them. But Eventbrite, Powerhouse Global Conference and Awards. and 2017 event is there.
And tickets are on sale now. And do you have all of your exhibitors in place, or do you have more room for exhibitors?
We have a few more rooms for exhibitors, and we have £20 discount for those who want to take advantage of that before the weekend. So yes, this is a time to get in there. And I tell you, we have had testimonials from both business owners and individuals who have been in our previous events, because each time I organize events, I don't just look at the monetary value of it. I look at the benefit for my delegate. I'm a business person, an entrepreneur. I want other people to benefit from coming. I want them to leave feeling happy that they were with me and others after each event. And not only that, Jill, the amazing thing about this event is that I've set up a charity in Africa. Last year, I fed about 500 children personally, and this year September we'll be feeding about 1,000 children, and we are offering a scholarship, back to school scholarship. So this event will support that hope, trusting that people will embrace this project, global project, to touch lives in their own little ways. Even we have a donation opportunity for those who want to donate, and we have a sponsorship opportunity, those who want to sponsor us, and we'll also give back by promoting them and announcing them on our social media platforms. Yes.
Brilliant. And just to be clear, is it for men and women?
Yes, it is, but it's predominantly for women. But hey, everyone needs empowerment, everyone needs connectivity. Because I always say, you never know who will be in the room. Just show up.
Just show up. Well, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed your light-hearted conversation with me.
Jill, thank you so much. I am grateful. Thank you. You and your team, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, and I'll make sure that I will connect you with the lovely Marie. You can share this this radio broadcast far and wide, because I think you've described beautifully about your event, and I certainly got to know you a little bit better as well. Thank you very much, and I hope you have the most fantastic day.
Thank you, you too, Jill. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.